both of those questions kind of chime into something that, Nick mentioned the aha moment, right? And I just want to share this. Josh, I think, is probably going to talk a little bit more on it later. And it's funny because we were going through some realizations, and I came upon this concept, like, just internally kind of like hit me like lightning. I was like, hey, listen, like I grabbed the whiteboard. We're at the house masterminding, kind of breaking things out. So I just grabbed the whiteboard. That's me. I'm the crazy, scientist in the bunker. That's kind of my style, right? So I just start going to town on the whiteboard, and I broke it out and I said, listen, for these guys, it's about three things. And what we're finding is that many of the things that we're working with you guys on and showing you and sharing you, these are the exact same things that you need to be, just like Alex said, leverage the things that we're teaching you. So at the end of the day, we're here to teach you and show you how to run a good business, not just an agency, right? Just good business practices, good marketing practices, just general good practices. These same lessons that you're learning, regurgitate these to your clients. We're showing you the way by showing you how to do it, right? We're trying to help you be a good agency. Here's some systems and processes for you to implement. Here's some strategies that work for you. Well, guess what? They work for your clients too. Does that make sense? We're showing you with your businesses how you can provide value and help your clients. At the end of the day, it breaks down into three categories. You here, right? And that was the kind of like the epiphany aha moment I had. And I'll share it with you. We realized that you guys are all in three different phases, right? And then when we looked at it, we step back and look at the next big picture moment. Not only does it apply for you guys, but it also applies for the clients that you're working with. So it applies from the spectrum from the very top to the bottom. Every business is in three phases. They're either starting, right? They're starting a new business, or starting a new agency, right? It's usually a solopreneur, we call them, right? Some of you guys are making that transition from full-time jobs to being entrepreneurs. Some of the business owners you're going to speak with, if you speak to them at that level, right? They may be in that same place or have just started their business. So they're at start. The next one is they're in the growing phase, right? So you have a business, you've gotten some success. Now you're trying to grow that beyond just yourself, right? You're trying to implement automation. You're trying to implement those things that are going to allow you to grow from that one-man, two-man operation, that solopreneurship, to a fully functional real business, right? The next phase is scaling. So it's start, grow, and scale. You guys as agency owners all kind of fall in that, but every business falls into that category, right? And your approach, you need to kind of understand where they're at in that phase, because the services that you're going to provide them are going to be different based on where they're at, right? You wouldn't take lead gen to a company that's just starting. Makes no sense. They've got no infrastructure, no systems, no process. They've got nothing in place to do anything with those leads. You're going to break them, right? At the same time, it doesn't make sense to take rudimentary, fundamental organizational things to a large client. Now, sometimes that's funny because that's not the case, because the bigger they are, sometimes the more convoluted things can be. So, but at the same point, identifying where they're at in that process and applying the right approach to that is really going to be beneficial.